Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be doing an unboxing and review video for the 1/6 scale Joe the Last Survivor figure by CCToys. And if it sounds familiar, that's because this is an unlicensed product featuring one of the best video game dads, Joel Miller, as he appeared in The Last of Us Part 2. Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 are some of the most definitive video gaming experiences of the past decade. They are a testament that the zombie apocalypse trope is far from stale, with engaging gameplay and brilliant storytelling. Leaving Ellie to the spotlight, Joel takes on a smaller role in the sequel, but remains central to the ever-evolving and brutally emotional story. Released in 2021, this is CCToys' second attempt at the line, which is only natural because their previous releases from Part 1 were very well received. For me personally, the likeness is just a bit shy of perfection. The eyebrows could be thicker, and the beard can use a little heavier touch of grey, but I still like this sculpt a lot, because this portrait perfectly captures the essence of the character. In the game, Joel makes the impossible choice by saving Ellie over the world, because she's the one person he can't lose. But ironically, saving her life was also what drove the two apart in the end. Instead of the usual serious and stern look, the portrait we got is somber and poignant, and for that, it gets an A- in my books. Out of the box, one of the first things I noticed on the costume was that the collars were sitting really high, almost looking like a turtleneck. I'm able to get them to sit a little lower after much futzing. The neck and shoulder looks even better without the jackets, but I think the real culprit for the turtleneck is the padding underneath. So if this issue really bothers you, there's always the option to remove this padding. The jacket itself actually looks pretty good. Each of the 4 front pockets are game accurate, and it's even got a working zipper. I'm not sure what material the jacket was made of in the game, but the one we have here is made of suede, which not only looks good, but also lasts longer than fake leather. The checkered shirt underneath is very standard, and strangely is the only garment to have slight bit of weathering off throughout. The buttons on the front could be rubbed off pretty easily, but there are extra buttons packed in just in case. The jeans also look fantastic, but that doesn't mean much coming from me, because I'm a sucker for 6 scale denims. The shoes are completely sculpted with the best kind of details, and they're looking fresh AF. The articulation is typical to the usual 6 scale figure bodies, with the unfortunate exception of the flimsy ankles. Luckily, this release comes with a display base. It's rather plain, but it gets the job done. The other accessories, on the other hand, are pretty stellar. And we're starting strong with Taylor's Model 314 CE acoustic guitar. This thing is very symbolic of Joel's relationship with Ellie, and CCToys had spared no expense in recreating this down to the T. Each string is connected to its respective tuning peg. The moth logo on the fretboard is very accurate, and the same goes for the pickguard. There's even an authenticity sticker inside the sound hole. Now that's going above and beyond. Though I think the guitar strings are made of some natural fibers, meaning they aren't super elastic, so don't go too ham strumming these strings. We also have the broken watch that Joel wears at all times, in remembrance of his deceased daughter, Sarah, who's depicted in this beautiful photograph. Then there's the coffee mug with the accurate owl pattern. It's a nice prop for one of the most heartfelt scenes in the game. I'm fairly certain that Joel's personal carry is a Taurus Model 66, but the revolver we have here is actually a Colt Python. It's a bummer that this isn't the right weapon, because the ripped barrel and working cylinder on this Python is beautifully detailed. On the other hand, this Remington 870 shotgun is game accurate, complete with all the visual details, but doesn't have any of the working mechanisms. The backpack is stuffed with some clear plastic bags to retain the shape, and roughly has the game accurate details. Simple as it may be, this is really all it takes to complete the look, but like some serial overachiever, CCToys also gave us a bunch of items that Joel never really got the chance to use, such as this bundle of bandages, this Molotov cocktail which has the game accurate label, and even a sculpted waterline, a shiv and a machete, each with some bloodstain and weathering, and finally, a brick. And let's be real here, it's the most OP weapon in the game. For the side-by-side comparison, here we have the Joel 1.0 figure, released in 2019 also by CCToys. These are both fantastic figures, and they're both great representations of Joel at different points in his life. You can also double dip with the guitar, and use it to recreate the opening scenes of Part 2. So there you have it, the 1/6 scale Joel 2.0 figure by CCToys. And while it had some minor hiccups in its presentation, this figure still looks pretty stunning in hand. The nuanced portrait and the excellent choice of accessories speaks volumes for the effort that CCToys has put into this release. The guitar is not only meticulously crafted, but also very meaningful to the character. This figure is definitely a worthy representation for one of the most well-written characters in video games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.